Hi, my name is Patrick
I'm Priscilla
from patrickandpriscilla.com. A fulfilling relationship starts with you.
from the inside out.
And we're here to help you today with 3 ways to strengthen your relationship. The 3 ways, I'll just get straight to it, are number 1, emotional vulnerability. Your relationship is all about emotions and how you are conscious of your emotions and what you do with your emotions. Number 2 is all about communication. Communicating your emotions, it's about emotional communication. Not communication as in like computer would, it's emotional communication. Number 3 is all about growing together and growing your emotional consciousness together. That's what makes or breaks any relationship. Are you growing together? And as emotions are the most important thing, are you growing in your emotional consciousness together? That's what makes the difference.
Mm-hmm.
So number 1, emotional vulnerability.
So I wanted to talk about this. As an empath, I feel things so deeply. And for a lot of my life, I pushed my emotions away, and I told myself, not to feel the way I was feeling. Also growing up, a lot of us have been told to not feel a certain way or be a certain way. So, we can develop, a layer on top of who we really are. So I'm here to say that you can be with your emotions, and actually it's vital to go through these steps to have the relationship that you really want. So honestly, these days, I can't move unless I've given myself that space to be with my emotions in that moment. So if something comes up for me, sometimes, like these days, it does move like pretty quick. So I can just be with myself and feel what I'm feeling and just allow it to be there instead of resisting it. And it usually doesn't take too long. But at the beginning, when I was practicing this, sometimes I'd take myself away, to the bedroom and just lay down and just be with what was arising for me. And yeah, this was really beautiful to be able to be with myself in this way, to hold space for myself in that way, to really just feel what I was feeling without pushing it away, without telling myself I was wrong, without any of the dialogue, the voice that can go along with it.
So it's all too easy these days, and you see so many people out there. We work with so many people who have issues in their relationship because they've been pushing their emotions aside, getting distracted. There's a million and one different things to be distracted by. Mm-hmm. And if you're feeling your emotions, yes, it might be inconvenient to those other areas of your life, but what's most important to you? Is it your emotions in your relationship, or is it these other distractions? And it's about really prioritizing your emotional self first within yourself. As Priscilla just described, it's a really beautiful way to be with yourself and fully feel those emotions. Really very powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2 way to strengthen your relationship is all about communication, emotional communication. And number 1 is that for this is all about authentic. You have to be totally and honest and authentic and raw with your emotions.
So I was going to say, the most loving thing sometimes for yourself and your partner is to scream.
Yep.
Like that may be the most loving thing you can do in that moment.
Let it all out.
Yeah.
Let it all out.
That's truly being authentic, like not holding back.
Yep.
You
need to let that emotional energy out, or let it move through your body first before trying to make it clear and processed within your head. That's what it's all about, being in the heart, not your head. Authentic communication. And then it's authentic and consistent is second. It's in this order.
Yeah.
Consistent communication. You need to be doing it consistently. Every day there's going to be probably like 1,000 opportunities for you to express yourself emotionally. Are you doing that consistently? Are you taking those opportunities consistently within yourself and with your partner? Mm-hmm. Because your partner wants to know what's going on emotionally. That's what creates intimacy.
Mm-hmm.
She really wants to know. Often men have trouble expressing their deepest emotions, and that can cause a sense of friction in the relationship or discontent.
Because, usually, the feminine, usually the feminine, although it could be the other way in your relationship. One of you will be stronger in the feminine or masculine, and you'll know. But usually it's the feminine in the relationship, being the woman, that will feel like she can feel that there's something.
Yeah.
And maybe, and sometimes maybe they don't even know yet.
And I'll be like, no, there's nothing going on. She'd be like, there is. And I go, okay, fine. I'm actually feeling really sad or angry
when you're honest
guilty.
with yourself, well, actually there is.
There is.
Like when you're truly honest with yourself.
Yeah.
Because on the surface, you'd be like, no, like, because that's easy for you to say, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Keep moving on.
But when you're honest with yourself.
It's all good.
Yeah. And also, when I said scream before, it's also about like, taking radical responsibility as well in that, isn't it? Like, yeah. So just taking radical responsibility that, like, yes, that's what I need to do in the moment. But you're taking full responsibility for yourself in that moment.
Yeah. And that brings us to our next point, which is all about the third way, emotional consciousness. So the more aware and conscious you are of your emotions, the more you're going to be able to take responsibility for those emotions. So you feel them, you're aware of them, then you take responsibility for them. And when both partners are doing this, your relationship is going to be absolutely fulfilling. When you're both taking full responsibility and becoming more and more conscious of your emotions. And what do I mean by that? Well, your emotions, you have them every day, and they come in patterns. A lot of people have, everyone has like a particular emotional pattern.
Energy in motion.
And it's like an energetic pattern that we've been experiencing. It might be throughout your different relationships that you've been having over the years, or it could be in one, and it will come out in one particular relationship.
So if you're repressing anger, you'll probably see your partner has outbursts of anger maybe, and you may go to depression because they're opposites. You're always trying to balance each other out. And usually if you're not looking at a shadow, if you're not looking at a certain aspect of yourself, like you may be suppressing the anger, it usually will come out in the people around you, showing you.
And that emotion, that pattern is screaming out to you for you to be more aware of it. And the pattern that we see within other couples that we help is that usually one of the couple is more emotionally conscious than the other. And it's usually the more feminine of the two, the more empathetic of the couple. And if the other one who isn't as in touch with their emotions doesn't strive to become more emotionally conscious, then the relationship won't be fulfilling. So not both partners are always going to be equal in their emotional consciousness, but as long as both are striving to up level in that area together and become more conscious.
Growing together, always like you're choosing to be with one another. Yeah.
And choosing to grow together.
Yes. Lots of love, everybody.
Lots of love. You can visit our website, patrickandpriscilla.com, and we'd love to see you on more videos.
And connect with you. So reach out.
Lots
Bye.
of love.